All right, welcome back, everyone. So today's deep dive, we're going deep, folks,
Yeah.
into Job, specifically chapter 9.
Ooh, juicy.
It is. It's one of those, I think, kind of pivotal moments, right, in the book, where you really start to see Job like wrestling with suffering and faith and what's going on. You know, he's lost everything: family, wealth,
Yeah.
health.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. And like everyone around him is like, oh, this must be God punishing you.
Yeah, classic.
But he's like, no, 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 I didn't do anything. Why is this happening?
Right, he's clinging to his righteousness.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I think chapter 9 it's like this raw nerve,
Yeah.
right? It's this struggle to figure out how a God who's supposed to be just, how can he allow this much pain?
The question for the ages, isn't it?
Oh, it really is.
I mean, we still ask it today.
Absolutely.
So Job starts off, I mean, he's not denying that God is just,
Right.
but he's like, but if God is so powerful, how could I even begin to argue my case?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and that's the thing, right? He's not even trying to deny God's power.
Yeah.
It's more like, how can any human being,
Yeah.
even someone who's lived a good life, how can they stand up to that and be like, wait, I'm innocent?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I wonder, is Job like thinking of God just as a judge, like handing out punishments and rewards?
That's a good question.
Or is there something more?
Is it more complicated
Right.
than that?
Yeah. Is there a deeper understanding of justice
Right.
that he's maybe missing? Or, I mean, who knows, right?
It's something we all grapple with, right?
Right.
I mean, when you look at suffering
Yeah.
in the world, when you experience it yourself,
How do you make sense of it?
right, how do we square that with a just God?
Exactly.
And the way Job describes it, it's so vivid.
Oh, yeah.
Like almost overwhelming. He
Right.
talks about God moving mountains like it's nothing, you know,
Right.
overturning them in anger,
In his anger.
doing these crazy, huge things we can't even comprehend.
Yeah. There's that one line I love, where he says, he moves mountains without their knowing it and overturns them in his anger.
Ooh, powerful stuff.
Like, I mean, how do you even respond to that?
Right. It makes you feel
Yes.
powerless, just insignificant.
Yeah. Like, what chance do we have?
Yeah. And it drives Job to this place of, it's almost like despair, right?
Right.
He even says, like, even if God answered me, I wouldn't believe him.
It's almost like he's given up.
Yeah. Like he's so isolated,
Yeah.
so abandoned.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know if you're there.
Yeah.
So imagine, right?
Imagine that.
You're in Job's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't win this argument.
Nope.
You're suffering.
Right.
Like, what's left? What does he even want?
Well, and this is where it gets, I think, really surprising,
Yeah.
because his request, it's so simple. He says, if only he would remove his rod from me and not let his terror frighten me, then I would speak up without fear of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's not asking to be proven right.
No.
He's not even asking for his suffering to end, just to be able to, like, speak freely,
Just to be heard.
to be heard,
Without fear.
without this weight of God's power on him.
It's like that basic human need.
Yeah.
To be acknowledged, to have someone say, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Even when you're, up against something so huge.
Right. Whether it's God or a government or even, just someone in your own life who has power over you,
Right.
it's hard to speak up.
Yeah. So we see Job, right? He recognizes how powerful God is.
Yeah.
Then he wrestles with how powerless that makes him feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end he's like, all I want is a fair hearing.
Yeah.
It's so human.
It is. And it makes you wonder, is it really that simple? To speak truth to power? Or is it always going to be a struggle?
Yeah. I think that's something we all deal with in different ways, right?
Absolutely.
So something to think about.
Keep pondering that one.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you later.